Brazil versus Argentina abandoned as health authorities invade pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 2021 and we still have problems like this. I don't understand, in the modern day of football, one of the biggest things in the entire world, we still have communication errors when it comes to regulations and rules. Now, obviously, if you don't know what I'm talking about, yesterday there was supposed to be a World Cup qualifier match between Brazil and Argentina. 10 minutes into the game was called off because apparently some health regulations were broken. And apparently they were misunderstood, and I just don't understand in 2021 how we still have problems like that. Obviously, in today's video, I'm going to just quickly read over this article just to inform you guys exactly what the situation was about. But Argentinian quartet, obviously 4 Argentinian players, accused of lying when entering Brazil. Match abandoned after 10 minutes by Brazilian health officials. A World Cup qualifier between Argentina and Brazil was abandoned, obviously just mid-game, which, how weird is that? Imagine playing a game of football and a bunch of guys in masks come on, tell you game is over. I mean, it's like a scene from Monsters Inc. Confused scenes after 4 Premier League players, because that's obviously the players who broke the regulations. They weren't supposed to be there. Confused scenes after 4 Premier League players apparently violated Brazilian regulations designed to contain COVID outbreak that has killed over 500,000 Brazilians. The Aston Villa goalkeeper Martinez, Tottenham Hotspur's Christian Romero and Lo Celso were on the pitch, and so on. And apparently they weren't supposed to be there. And there's all these talks about this miscommunication about, these players didn't know they weren't supposed to be there. Apparently the rules weren't outspoken properly. Look, who is ever to blame for a situation like this? It should not happen in 2021. I find it quite pathetic, to be honest with you. Obviously, looking at the likes of Anvisa, they obviously came onto the field. This organization came onto the field and said, okay, guys, stop. We're 7 minutes in. We can't go further. These players are breaking the regulations. The 3 players and Aston Villa Emiliano Buendia, who was in the stands, had reportedly somehow sidestepped Brazilian rules, stating that travelers who have been in the UK, South Africa, my country, yay, and India during the previous 14 days are forbidden from entering the country unless they are Brazilian citizens or have permanent residency. See, to me, I mean, that comes across as so clear. That's such a clear statement. So I don't know whether they just hadn't received those rules. To me, if they genuinely haven't received those rules, I think Brazil is partially to blame for the matter, or whoever the official in Brazil is, because they haven't communicated those errors. Obviously, if they did know about it and they still entered the country, they are still to blame. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff going on about this. Apparently, Tottenham Hotspurs are looking to find the likes of Lo Celso and Romero, their 2 players, which I feel like it's a tiny bit harsh if they didn't know about it. Which at the same time, as a club, surely then you would know the regulations in that country. Surely you would know what's happening with your players. You know, your players going overseas. You know this is happening. I don't know. I just don't feel like that's the right way about it. In a statement issued before kickoff, Anvisa said it had received reports the 4 Argentinian players, or the 4 Argentina players, who had flown into Brazil from Venezuela on Friday had provided false information on their pre-flight health declaration. And Visa called on local health to place the players under immediate quarantine and prevent them from remaining in Brazil territory, which, as I said, it's all a bit of a mess. Look, only 10 minutes in, I was super happy for the game. I was super excited for the game. I mean, once again, Messi versus Neymar, who doesn't look forward to it? Brazil versus Argentina, always an exciting one. I don't think the game is totally written off. I'm assuming it'll be played at a later stage. Saying that, it has been suspended, so maybe it won't be played. I don't know. It's all a tiny bit of a weird matter, but that's pretty much everything there is at this current time about the whole situation, about the whole article. These players apparently being in the wrong. If they have given false information, that is disgusting. As I said, COVID protocols are there for a reason. I mean, this is the thing people are dying from. So if you're not listening to the protocols, it is a bit shitty on their half, I do have to say. So I really hope for their sake that they just didn't understand the rules properly, or maybe, I don't know, maybe it accidentally slipped by them, something like that. But ladies and gentlemen, that'll be it for this article. I know I haven't been posting a lot as of late. I am sorry. As you guys can see, once again, I'm in my old setup. Tiny bit of a mess at the moment. Not everything is where it usually is, but I'm kind of trying to change my setup a tiny bit. I'm going to put something over there, which, by the way, so don't worry, this stuff will all move eventually in the next week or two, and I'll try to sort things out. But yeah, guys, that is the situation between Brazil and and Argentina. I want to hear your guys' opinions on the matter in the comment section down below. Obviously, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe down below to hear more regular football news like this if you want to keep updated on the world of football, or you just want to see other fun, cool football stuff like predictions or whatever for Champions League, Premier League, whatever it is. Make sure to subscribe down below. Make sure to hit the like button. As I said, really weird scenario. You wouldn't assume something like that could still happen in the modern era of football, especially over the last year or two, with all the protocols and all the rules for COVID and everything. I don't know, I find it a bit embarrassing, to be honest with you, that something like this can genuinely still happen. Hopefully they sort it out, but guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. This is Finn, FYWN. Cheers.